Robin-chwan! Hello everyone, my name is Asyrafchazz and welcome back to yet another One Piece card game video. As you know, we have a lot of card reviews recently because they're doing I think 2 or 3 a day, and it's great because we got a lot of effects coming from the main set. Now I have been holding off on covering some of them, but there have been a lot of really good ones, so today we're gonna talk about them, especially because we have a Robin-chwan card. Robin-chwan! And I'm excited to talk about them because it looks like there's some really strong cards coming to blue. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribing if you can. If you want to keep up with more One Piece card game news or card reveals, you came to the right place. Now let's take a look at the first card, which is Perona. Now Perona is 1 cost, 2000 power, the special attribute and part of the thriller Bark Pirates. Her ability is on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, rearrange them in any order, then return them to the top or bottom of the deck. She also has counter 1000. So first of all, this Perona card's artwork looks absolutely amazing. The artist Vyuda, who did the artwork for Perona, did a spectacular job, and I can't wait to see more card artworks from them. So Perona's ability is actually really strong. You can look at the top 5 cards of your deck and rearrange them in any order and then return them to the top or bottom of the deck. Now it isn't like you can't split the pile, so it's either 5 top or 5 bottom. But that's okay because like if you want to put the cards at the top, you can arrange them in the order that you need them. For example, if you are in need of any counters, you can actually put like your Love beams at the top, provided they're in the top 5. Or if you need some more aggression, you can put like the more stronger blue character cards at the top as well. So I think Perona is extremely useful, very versatile, and only at 1 cost. She seems like a very utility type character card, similar to how Nami is. In case she's in your hand and you don't really need that card search ability, you can always use it as a counter, which is great. Perona is awesome. I want to see how many Peronas you're going to run in the deck, provided you're using a blue list. But I feel like her effect is powerful, that she will warrant some playability in the future. Next up, we actually have 2 very strong green blockers right here. They are Shachi and Penguin. So let's take a look at Shachi first. It's 3 cost, 4000 power, the striker attribute, part of the Heart Pirates. And it has blocker, and on play, if you don't control Penguin, play 1 Penguin from your hand, and it has counter 1000. For Penguin, it's 3 costs and power 2000 with the striker attribute, part of the Heart Pirates. It has blocker, and on play, if you don't control Shachi, play 1 Shachi from your hand, and it also has counter 1000. So these 2 cards work in tandem with each other. It's similar to like the ulti page 1 thing that we see from the KAIDO starter deck, but they actually have the added benefit of being blockers. So I believe that green will have like a big green mid-rangey with like Eustace Kid, the big 7-drop 7000 power blocker at the top end of the list. And to avoid like early aggression from like those very aggressive red decks that we know and love, to kind of fan off all the early Sanjis, early attacks from Zoro, you can actually have multiple Shachis and Penguin to kind of just be on the board to just defend against early attacks while you take your time to set up your Dawn, to get more Dawn and set up your bigger plays. I think that these 2 are actually really great for green, like early blockers, 3-drop, and you know, like of course their powers aren't that strong, but if you have a Shachi and a Penguin in your hand and you can play both of them for only 3 costs, then the value of these cards go even higher. Individually, they might not be that good. It kind of falls into the same category as like Boa Hancock, 3 cost 1000 blocker. You know, you're just playing them to block attacks and then just do its job. But if you have 2 of these in your deck, they definitely get even better. So however you want to evaluate these 2 cards, you know, you got to see them for yourselves and maybe like playtest and see how well they work. What's the percentage of having them in your hand at the same time, given that you're playing like a playset of both of these cards. I want to know. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm curious to find out. And next up, we have my favorite girl herself, Miss All Sunday, Robin-chwan. Well, it's Miss All Sunday. It's Robin during her time in Baroque Works, which is awesome. And this card, in my opinion, and in my unbiased, non-Robin loving opinion, it does actually have one of the strongest card effect that we've seen so far. So Miss All Sunday is a cost 3, 1000 power with the striker attribute, part of Baroque Works, which is awesome. She has blocker, and on KO, if your leader is Baroque Works type, add 1 event from your trash to your hand, and also counter 1000. So yet again, another on KO ability similar to like the Kuma card that we saw previously. I think on KO is extremely powerful, especially when you have a blocker attached to the type of the card itself. And so this card will kind of justify playing Crocodile as a leader card because he does have the Baroque Works subtype, so that this effect will be activated. And to add one event card from your trash to your hand upon KO is great. This card is like, you know, if you're playing Robin out, if you're playing Miss All Sunday out, during the late game, after you've used, like, for example, your Love Beams, and we know how strong Love Beams are, I've already spoke about it on another video, you can get it back into your hand to kind of use it again during future counter phases. This card is awesome. I really think that there is a dedicated like Baroque Works card that is super tempo, super controlly. You're just constantly getting cards back, you know, getting event cards from your trash to your hand and being able to use them again and again. Using Miss All Sunday is great. I would definitely run a playset, not because I love Robin, but because this effect is really great, and also I love Robin. Now, speaking of Baroque Works, this next card is called Baroque Works. It's a 1-cost event card with the Baroque Works attribute. Its ability is main. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal one Baroque Works type card other than Baroque Works, and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. So it's similar to in 2 Years in Sabaody for the specifically for the Straw Hat crew deck, except you cannot look for additional copies of this card because it's called Baroque Works. But I do understand that this card is very useful for a Baroque Works specific like trait deck. So like, you know, if you have all the members like Crocodile, Miss All Sunday, and even potentially in the future we might have Mr. 1, Mr. 2. Oh my god, please have a Bond Clay card. I can't wait. The moment a Bond Clay card drops, I'm gonna make a video about it for sure. And this is like the useful utility card that you're gonna be searching the cards that you need, and it's great. And I think like I hope that every single like archetype will potentially have this kind of searcher card, because it is extremely useful and it does help you filter some cards that you might need, might not need. And it's I think it's kind of useful in that specific archetype for sure. Alright, next up we have Speed. Speed is a 2-cost, 3000 power, the Striker attribute, Animal Kingdom Pirates, and Smile. Trigger, play this card, counter 1000. So similar to like the Kawamatsu card that we saw earlier, except this is in purple and it's based on speed. Nothing much to talk about except that, you know, if like this might be a cycle of cards, you know, red might have one, blue might have one as well. So can't wait to see the other versions of these cards with this trigger effect. Whether or not you'll be playing them in decks, I'm not sure. Depends on the strategy actually. Which brings us to the next card, which is called Artificial Devil Fruit Smile. Now this is a event card. It costs 2, part of the Beast, Pirates, and Smile. Its main ability is look at the top 5 cards of your deck and choose one Smile type character card that costs 3 or less from them and play it. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. The triggered ability is activate this card's main effect. You know, we've seen the 1-cost searches in like, you know, in Baroque Works, in 2 Years in Sabaody, but for this card it's 2 costs and you can actually play the card that's 3 or less. So we don't have a lot. I mean, we do have some Smile cards that are 3 or less, but I'm pretty sure we'll be getting more from the main set in the future. And this is an awesome card that you can play. But you know, sometimes if there is a 3 cost or below that has blocker, for example, and then this card gets even better because all you got to do is just play. But of course, you are only looking at the top 5 cards of your deck, so the chances of, you know, finding the Smile, if you're not building the deck around that Smile attribute, it might be kind of even lesser. So you do have to kind of pay attention to that. How many Smile cards would you have in your deck for this card to take effect? But even so, being able to play a Smile type character that costs 3 or less for free is kind of good, you know. So we have to evaluate this card again once we see more Smile cards, more targets for this card, and then we'll see how good this card can really be in the future. Well, there you have it. A lot of roundup cards. I'm just trying to catch up on all the reviews. I really love the reviews so far. We got something for the Smile attribute. We got something for Baroque Works. We even got something for the Heart Pirates for the green deck. So all in all, I'm really happy. I really love Perona's artwork. I really love Robin-chwan's artwork. I really can't wait to see more Baroque Works cards because I really do like them as an organization. And come on, Mr. 2, let's go. Anyway, that's it from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.